HOA tried to get me arrested for trespassing. Too bad I'm the judge who can dissolve them. The neighborhood that loved rules. The neighborhood looked perfect. Trimmed lawns, identical mailboxes, private streets with gates, and the kind of HOA that prided itself on enforcing every rule. Grass 1 inch too tall. Fine. Trash bins visible. Fine. Paint color too bright. Fine. Every resident obeyed the rules. Except me. My property wasn't inside the neighborhood, but it bordered the HOA land, a small cabin, a workshop, and a garden that stretched into a little private forest. From day one, I maintained everything legally. All permits in place, but that didn't stop Karen from taking notice. Karen's first complaint. Karen had a habit of patrolling the neighborhood, inspecting property lines, checking fences. One day she stopped at the edge of my property, pointed at my driveway. "You're trespassing," she shouted. I laughed. "My driveway ends at my property line. Yours begins at yours." Karen didn't like my answer. The threat: within a week I received official letters from the HOA, trespassing violations, allegations of encroachment, and warnings that law enforcement would be called if I didn't comply. I read them carefully. All threats were baseless. I had clear boundaries. The day the police came one morning, a police car showed up outside my gate. Karen had called, claiming I was trespassing on HOA property. 2 officers approached. Karen explained loudly how she was enforcing HOA rules. "I have authority over the land," she shouted. I smiled calmly. "Do you want to see the property deeds?" I asked. The deeds. I handed over documents showing my property lines, survey maps, legal permits. Everything was crystal clear. I owned the land outright. The HOA property stopped at their fence. I had never crossed the boundary. The officers reviewed the documents. They glanced at Karen and shook their heads slowly. Karen doesn't realize. What Karen didn't know was my day job. Because I'm not just a property owner, I'm a judge. And one of my responsibilities is overseeing civil disputes, including HOA conflicts, which meant I had the legal authority to dissolve an HOA under certain circumstances. And Karen had just violated almost every rule she could by threatening law enforcement over baseless trespassing claims. The realization: the officers finally looked at Karen and said, "Ma'am, it seems there's no legal basis for your complaint." Karen turned pale. She tried to argue. "I'm just enforcing community standards." But standards don't override property law. And they definitely don't override judicial authority. The aftermath: the HOA never called the police on me again, not even once. Letters stopped arriving. Karen avoided me entirely. Neighbors whispered about what had happened, and I continued living peacefully on my property. The lesson: some people think authority gives them unlimited power. HOA boards, neighborhood presidents, or rule enforcers may believe they can do whatever they want, but property law, and in my case, judicial authority, is very clear. Overstepping those bounds has consequences. What would you do? If an HOA falsely accused you of trespassing, would you show them your deeds, call authorities, or take legal action? Comment below and share your strategy, and don't forget to write your city and country in the comments. If you enjoy stories like this, like the video and subscribe for more unbelievable HOA stories, and I'll see you in the next one.